Okay, so this is my video response for the paranormal activity thing that you were talking about, Joey. Okay, well, my mom has told me two different stories, but they both took place in the same house that she lived in. She told me that when she was in her 20s, she was living with her fiance, and they were living in this house up in New Jersey. Well, apparently one night she went to bed with him, and she was fast asleep, and then she woke up and she heard something next to her, and she told me that when her eyes focused, she saw her fiance in a chair with a stool in front of him, tying his work boots that he put on every night before he went to work. And so she asked him where he was going and why he was up so late. And he didn't answer her or look at her at all. He just kept tying the boots. And then she said that she just let it go because she knew that he got up every hour, at a certain hour, to go to work. And it was I guess 5 o'clock in the morning or 3. And so she turned over, and her fiance was laying right next to her, flesh and blood, just sleeping. And she turned back around, and then the chair was empty, and her fiance was gone. And it freaked her out, and she woke him up, and she asked him, "Were you here the whole time?" And he looked at her confused, and he's like, "Yes, I've been here the whole time. Why are you asking me this?" And she said, "Well, I just saw you in the chair right there. You were getting your work boots on." And he said, "No, I've been laying here the whole time." And that was probably I think, her first experience with that. The other one, it was at night, and they had a fireplace at their house, by the way, for this story. And her fiance, Dave was his name, and apparently he wasn't home, I think, at this point. And so she was coming downstairs, or she went upstairs to get something, and Dave had a favorite chair that he would put in front of the fireplace to read the newspaper every once in a while. And it was his favorite chair, and he always sat in it. But anyways, so she went upstairs to go get something, and she told me that when she was coming down the stairs, the fireplace was lit, but the chair was sitting in front of it, but in a different spot, and it was rocking by itself. Nobody was sitting in it. Dave wasn't home at the time, and she said that when she was coming down the stairs, she kept coming downstairs even though that the chair was still moving, and when she got halfway down the stairs, it stopped. And then she said that once she got to the bottom of the stairs, it started rocking again, and she said that she ran back upstairs. And that was probably the first paranormal thing that my mom has ever experienced. And even now, we have furniture sets in our house that have been used for so long. Like my bed that I'm sitting on right now, this was a bedroom set. I have 5 pieces or 4. I have a dresser, bed, and then little side dresser that was all used back when my mom was young. And apparently her bed now was her grandmother's bed that she has right now in her room, is her grandmother's bed. And oh, that reminds me, speaking of her grandmother's bed, this is another story that she told me. They had a house fire one time, and apparently her grandmother died, and her grandmother let her have the bed that was hers, and so she was laying in it, and this was when she was really little, like a little kid, and so she got woken up, and there was fire all around. Everything else was on fire but that bed. But the thing is, she felt someone touch her, like literally wake her up. She said that she felt something touch her shoulder and tap it to make her wake up. And the bed was untouched. It was unburned. Nothing, no flame touched that bed. And she thought that it was her grandmother, because something like that, when you have a spiritual close relative, some people say that their spirits will stay with you forever. And apparently, when she told me that also when she woke up, she saw herself. She saw a picture, or herself in a ghost form, and she was saying something to her, like, wake up, and then she vanished. And then when she looked around, there was fire everywhere. But right now, the bed that she has is still that bed, and it's very, very old. And even now, she has dreams that it's really, really weird. And she told me that sometimes she feels the same thing. She can feel someone touching her, and there's nobody in the room. I mean, I was in there, I slept in there when I was little, and I didn't get woken up at all. But, like, she said that she would wake up, and there would be, like, someone touching her or waking her up. And then when she would fall back asleep, it would happen again. Like somebody trying to tell her something, but there was nobody in the room. So, those are basically, they're not my paranormal. I've never had a paranormal experience at all. I also tried using a Ouija board, and that didn't even work. So, yeah, it didn't work. I thought it did, but no, it didn't. Surprisingly, everybody else has a paranormal activity experience but me. I mean, I even tried Bloody Mary, but ugh, it scared me. I only got the 2 Bloody Marys and maybe the 3rd, but then I ran out of the bathroom. I didn't want to stay in there. But anyways, I love you, Joey. I love your videos. I love you. You're just awesome. And I think that your partner, I forgot his name, Tim, I think. Yeah, Tim. He's awesome too. And the British girl, I forgot her name. But, like, you are all just so awesome at making your videos. I wish I could be you, but I'm not. I'm a girl, and I'm not that good at making videos. But anyways, so those are my stories about my mom, and none about me apparently. So apparently I'm boring. But anyways, I love you, Joey, and all your partners, and I hope that you're having a wonderful time in wherever you're from. I forgot. But I might send you something, like, in the mail, because I wanted to, after watching that video of that person sending you a package or something, and you got it, and I was like, oh my god, I want to do that. And so I wanted to do that like a month ago, and apparently I never got to it, so, because I don't even know what you like. So I don't know what to send you, but anyways, if you could just, like, reply to this, that would be great. And yeah, so I just took up 9 minutes and 44 seconds of your time, so I'm sorry. But I will let you go now. So, I love you, Joey, mwah, and I will talk to you later.